The Torah tells us, "Vayelech ish mi beis Levi, vayikach es bas Levi." There was a man from the house of Levi who took a woman who took a wife from the house of Levi, and it was from those people that Moshe Rabbeinu emerges, that Moshe Rabbeinu is born. And in particular, when you're looking at Sefer Shemos, and Sefer Shemos means names, again, the depth of it is Sefer HaGula, and it's about the Exodus, and it's about the history and the formation of Am Yisrael. Paro, in fact, is in our Parshas, the first time anybody refers to Klal Yisrael as a nation. Vayomer elamo hinei am b'nei Yisrael. It's about the creation of a nation. But there are so many names that are listed. The Parsha begins with the names of the Shvatim. And we have the listing at the end of Vayechi of all the different people and that went down to Mitzrayim. We're left wondering, why are the names of Moshe's parents, Yocheved and Amram, not mentioned? Shouldn't the Torah go out of its way? Yes, those are names that we know, those are names that we have. But why is the Torah, when it tells us about the reunification of Moshe's parents, that they came together and from that Moshe Rabbeinu emerged, why is it that the Torah tells us, "Vayelech ish mi beis Levi vayikach es bas Levi"? And there are several different approaches in the Mefarshim, but I wanted to share a very, very critical insight from the Oznaim with Torah from Rav Salman Sorotzkin. And he suggests that what the Torah wants to teach us, and what the Torah wants to remind us, is that anybody can have a Moshe Rabbeinu. Anybody can have a Moshe Rabbeinu. The potential in our children is so great that it's not because of who we are. And yes, we have a task, and we have a job, and parents are a critical part of making sure that their child is going to grow. But don't think that a Moshe Rabbeinu was only able to become a Moshe Rabbeinu because he had a Yocheved and because he had an Amram. That wasn't what it was. It was a message to parents, but it's a message to the children as well. That yes, sometimes we're born into situations, that we're born into a family, we're born into an opportunity where we can accomplish so much because of where we come from. But that's not everything. That's not everything. And when we're looking at Rabban Shel Yisrael, we're looking at Moshe Rabbeinu, we're looking at the person who taught Klal Yisrael Torah, it doesn't matter who he came from. Moshe Rabbeinu worked on himself. Moshe Rabbeinu grew. And that's how Moshe Rabbeinu became Moshe Rabbeinu. So it's a message to parents to understand that we might not be the greatest people, but we can have the most incredible and the most amazing and beautiful, beautiful children who accomplish so much more than we are able to accomplish. To see and to believe in the potential of every child. But simultaneously, it's a message to the children that it doesn't matter where you come from. That yes, you should certainly take advantage and you should remember where you came from in order to be able to boost yourself further. But it should never be a source of yeyush. It shouldn't be a source of giving up. How can I become anything if this is where I come from? Moshe Rabbeinu comes from a house of anonymity. It's not anonymous in the sense that we do know who they are. But the Torah says that's not why he became who he is. And I think it's a beautiful, beautiful idea that the Torah wants to remind us of the potential of every child, of the potential of every parent, and the potential of who we are in terms of the growth that we hope to be able to see, and that with working on ourselves and with HaKadosh Baruch Hu's help, that anybody can rise to a level of a Moshe Rabbeinu in terms of maximizing his or her own potential. That's what was so great about Moshe Rabbeinu, and that we can become, and our children, Be'ezus Hashem, and with our help can become so great if we put them in the right direction, we help them. But if we don't want them to sit back on our laurels of who we are, rather help them develop into who they can be, that we should see nachas from all of our children for many, many years to come.